Alright, I've got some more interesting stuff with some stone and stucco again. Got some poor installation methods, poor detailing of flashings, poor roof design, just a mix of bad stuff. Bad recipe going on the front. Take a look inside. You can already see water's been coming in pretty profusely around these windows, all the way around. So we got some damage on both sides there. Show you something right here. So we're going to see this window sill. Notice how we've got an arch. It's basically slanted down and out. What's happened is this window has dropped. And they've done some repairs and caulked it and made it look pretty, but we've got some pretty nasty stuff happening with this floor system. Now that's stucco on the outside of this wall. It's EIFS. So we got foam insulation with mortar trout over the surface. We look on the surface, you don't see anything happening. Now, the detailing around the windows, on all of the windows, the detailing's not good. They don't have the proper sealant joints, miter joints. The windows, all of the windows are in really poor condition. So when we're looking at windows, we're going to look for sealant joints. Again, we want a 1/2 inch of a joint. Anytime I see these small little joints, I know that water is going to make its way in, especially around the miter joints. And what ends up happening, you probably can't tell it with this photo, but I'm pushing in, that wall's moving in a good 1/2 inch. So what's happened is the sheathing and the framing behind that is damaged. It's got water damage on it because water's been coming in around the windows. So I'm going to take you around to the crawl space and show you what we got under here. It's pretty fun. So again, that from the surface, don't really see a whole lot happening. Just a stucco wall with some poorly sealed windows. Those are thorns, if you wanted to know. Got some fun stuff under the deck. We've really done a superb job with some of this stucco. You can see all of everything's installed real nice and tight. Things looking really good here. So going into the crawl space, I'm gonna walk back under the front bedroom. So I noticed when I came in earlier, I could see the streaks of water. Now, I pulled some insulation down because it's basically soaking wet, so I'm going to pull it down so at least the wall can start to dry. But I noticed these 2 streaks of water, one there, one there. When I noticed the water, I noticed that it's pretty uniform. It's center inside of that wall, so I know it's going to be coming in around the window. So if this is any indication of what's going on, that's our that was our seal plate or our rim board. It was either or. Floor completely deteriorated. You can see the white. The white is going to be the back of the EIFS. That's your insulation panel. The whole length of that window is completely deteriorated. You can see it over there as well. Completely gone. Now, luckily the stone wall is not terrible. It's not great, but we've got some staining. Obviously nowhere near the deterioration rate that we saw in the stucco wall. Got some nice little termites in here. They looking for that wet lumber that we got. I've already cleared them out. They were poking around the holes earlier. They're gone now, or at least recessed back in. Oh, there's one coming out. There he is. There's our termites. That's the back of our stone. This stone's not installed correctly. It's going below the surface of the ground. There's a lot wrong with the stone. There's a lot wrong with the stucco. It's really a fun time. Good stuff, man. So, I'll walk around one last thing. I'll go around the back side of the house. I want to show a few little things that I've noticed that I thought, again, were fun details. These things are somewhat amusing. So again, we got some more terrible sealant, terrible miter joints. Windows are rotted. We got rot there. We got rot there. That's all soft. Here's a good one though. So I noticed over here, I saw, standing from this angle, see a little bit of water moving down that wall. Somebody has poked holes to do some moisture intrusion testing and they forgot to seal them up. So whoever didn't seal those holes up, little dangerous there. But either way, I went ahead and just stuck my probes in that just to check the moisture content. It's soaking wet inside of that wall. The probes are actually, it's firm. When I probed that one, I didn't do this one. But see, they left them there. They left them there. They left them here. All of this stuff, when we do moisture intrusion testing, we want to get this stuff sealed up. Somebody didn't pay attention and didn't seal their openings back up. So these are potential locations of water entry. Now, we've got enough water coming in around the windows that it's probably a moot point. That being said, whoever does that testing needs to pay attention. Also, they've got some nice new shiny window seals on some of these nice new vinyl windows, but I'm not so sure about how they installed that. Where's that water going to go to? Where's that water going to go to? They did this on one of the windows at the back as well, and it's the same thing. Where are we going to go with that? And once it goes inside, it's going down the wall. This is all sealed in place. Down inside, we're going down inside of that window seal. So even the replacement stuff that they did is not in good shape. So that's a little bit of what we got going on here. Pretty fun to look at. Fun to get to investigate and find the nice pretty stuff. Hope you enjoyed.